If you have been feeling stuck, if you are feeling restless, if you are feeling like something in your life has been quietly whispering to you that there is more to this life, you may be onto something. You are definitely not lazy. You are likely under expressed. And that is what we are going to be talking about today. Welcome to Infinite You Beautiful Souls. I'm Dr. Sheri, spiritual psychologist, multidimensional mindset mentor, and soul-led success coach. And I love to talk about the integration of psychology, of energy, of soul alignment, aligned action, neuroscience, so you can really tune into who you are at the soul level, the frequency of who you are, so you can let go of resistance, clear any subconscious blocks you may be having and old programming that no longer resonates with you, so you can activate flow and manifest the life that you know you are meant for. Lots of words, but basically align with soul, lose limits, and create the heck out of this amazing thing called life. And if that resonates with you, I would love for you to go ahead, hit subscribe, hit like, definitely comment, and hit that notification bell so you know the next time I release a new video, usually every Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday. So let's get right into the energetic cost of waiting for, I don't know, the right time, the right circumstances for all the stars to align. Because today I really want to talk about the energetic cost of what it means to put your life on hold. When you delay your soul's calling, even subtly, it definitely will show up somewhere for you. You'll begin to feel it. You'll begin to notice patterns. You will begin to notice the way you're thinking about yourself, your life, how you're communicating and interacting with others, right? So it definitely, to me, has a snowball effect. And at first, I think waiting feels harmless. It feels like, we'll get to it someday. But energetically, you're definitely creating pressure. And that pressure will leak into, as I alluded to, areas of your life, your emotions, your relationships, your creativity, your confidence, your ability to listen to the whispers of your soul, because you're so caught up in the noise and the entropy of your mind that you're really not, aligned and thinking clearly about the bigger picture of who you are and what this life is about. So I want to talk about the signs first, and then we will talk about how you can realign and shift your mindset, your energy, your perception. And so you can just sort of open that release valve, that pressure valve, and, move forward with more clarity, more focus, and more flow. So sign number one, that you are definitely feeling out of alignment with your bigger calling and the bigger picture of who you are. Number one, the feeling of chronic restlessness. Your nervous system, remember, is so tuned into not just your body, but your soul essence, right? The nervous system is sort of the gatekeeper and the gateway of what is happening with you in 3D for sure, and in 5D at your super conscious, soulful level and way of being in the world. So your nervous system knows when you are ignoring your potential. Sorry, I'm losing my voice just a little bit. Remember that restlessness is not randomness. It's information for you to pay attention to and possibly pivot or make a different decision or a different choice. It is your intuition tapping you on the shoulder saying that you are meant for more. Number two, the second sign is that you may have emotional leaks, because when you suppress your expression, leaks definitely abound. You may feel irritated, judgmental, resentful, bored, not because life is bad, but because you are underexpressed. So that's really the theme of this video today, that you are not living in the fullest expression of yourself and what you were designed for. Sign number three, low grade comparison. This is not about jealousy or envy necessarily. What it really is about is resonance. It's your soul saying, look, this is possible for you too. Others are not ahead of you. They're simply reflecting what you already carry, right? If you weren't carrying it, you wouldn't even notice what the heck other people are doing around you, right? So remember, when you're observing that part of your reality and what other people are doing, and you might feel a feeling of envy or jealousy, what you're really feeling is the resonance of what they are creating and that you may be called to create as well, but you're just not there yet. So, sign number 4, decision fatigue. When you avoid one decision, you drain energy everywhere. Remember that your brain loves clarity, and the moment that you decide, energy will return to you. The moment you decide, you're shifting your thoughts and your subconscious beliefs into your conscious mind. And that is where manifestation really happens, right? So, it's 5D, 4D, 3D. It is soul, superconscious, subconscious mind, and your beliefs and what's going on in your conscious mind in 3D. So I'm bringing that up because when you get very clear, when your heart and your mind are in coherence, then that's when your energy returns to you. And that is when the universe says, okay, I've got the signal. Now I can listen and do something about it and rearrange the quantum field to make it happen. But I want you to remember this, that indecision is the most exhausting state to live in. It just doesn't feel good because you're leaking energy as you are waiting for the right moment in time for you to align and really listen and really begin to express yourself in the way that you need to, creatively, or taking aligned action, or, saying what you need to say, whatever the case may be. Sign number 5, missed momentum windows. Remember that soul nudges have timing. So if you wait too long and the window closes, it's not that it's a punishment. The timeline just can be shifting, right? So the portal may close and you may feel it. So when you get a nudge, and I mean, it's kind of like, is your soul going to whisper to you? Is your soul going to trip you up a bit? Run you into a brick wall, metaphorically, right? So, as the message gets louder and louder, write them down, do something with them so you can kind of begin to keep track of what your soul is nudging you to do. So here is the reframe. Remember that waiting is not neutral. Waiting is a decision. Indecision is a decision. Waiting carries the frequency of doubt, of hesitation, the energy of misalignment. Your soul is always pulling you always toward expansion, expression, embodiment. And so when you say not now, when you shove those soul whispers away, your frequency will begin to collapse. And here is the truth. You're not afraid of failing. You're afraid of becoming the version of you who succeeds, because that requires shedding an old identity, dealing with the feeling of anyone judging you because you're stepping out of the box in which people have always known you, right? But remember that growth demands identity death on some level, and that really is what scares us most. So dream big. You get to decide who you are. You get to decide who you are in this life, and you can pivot and you can switch at any moment in time. Definitely lean into what feels really, really good to you as you are creating, as you are dreaming big, as you are taking aligned action, as you are rearranging and arranging the quantum field. Remember, as adults, we are trained to be responsible, realistic, efficient, and in the process, we silence the part of us that is curious, playful, imaginative, creative, and that is not maturity, that is suppression. Remember when you were, I always ask my clients this, think back to a time in your life when you were, 6, 7, 8 years old, and you were just in creative, mode. You created without judging. You played without permission. You followed excitement without guilt. You laughed. Everything was about joy, wonder, discovery. And that is your original blueprint. Your soul remembers. And so you might be saying to me, okay, here's the deal, Sheri. I am a grown up. I have responsibilities. And I'm going to tell this to you right now. Responsibility was never meant to replace the feeling of being alive. And you can honor both. Creation is not a luxury. It is nourishment. And so how could you really begin to reignite your creative spark? Definitely just put on like a timer and do like a 15-minute mini play window, right? Where you can, feed your soul, listen to your soul by sketching, journaling, writing, dreaming, planning, visualizing, learning, singing at the top of your lungs, dancing, laughing out loud. Time expands when you are aligned, and joy is the most aligned frequency with God frequency. Joy is absolutely a part of this human journey. So for sure, make choices to get you into that space. And then number 2, follow the spark. When something gives you a 2-second hit of excitement, that hell, yes, that is a soul ping. Do not ignore it. Write it down, even if you cannot get to it right away. I have like an ongoing digital and physical journal that I write my downloads in, early morning, wee hours, mid-afternoon, late at night, right? Just to kind of stay in that flow and acknowledge that I am listening. And then, of course, number 3, create for joy. Not without necessarily monetization, productivity, or pressure. Just kind of create, enjoy using it as your compass, because when you are in that space, results are the byproduct of that. So when you get a chance, I'm going to put some journaling prompts in the description box below, along with my link to my free newsletter, my link to my free webinar, Recode Your Reality. And then if you'd like to get on a quantum clarity call with me, I will put the link for that in the description box as well. And I do have some journaling prompts for you to consider. What have you been tolerating that your future self would not tolerate? What have you been pretending that you don't know, but that you want? And, what has been whispering to you for months, and, your answers will guide you. So I will put all of the journaling prompts in the description box as well. Remember that every time you ignore your soul nudges, they will just get louder. They will create friction. They will create resistance. They will create misalignment. And the moment that you follow joy, remember, the moment you follow joy, synchronicities and magic will unfold around you. Ideas will align, people will appear, and that is how you know that you are on the right timeline. This life is really and truly about energy and magic and everything happening in the quantum field. So if you are ready to reconnect with your creativity and activate flow and take aligned action toward the life that your soul keeps whispering about, go ahead and click the links below for my free newsletter, for my free on-demand Recode Your Reality webinar. It is pre-recorded. It is amazing, and it talks about frequency and multidimensional mindset and what's going on in the soul, in the mind, in the subconscious, in the conscious mind, and how you can manifest. And definitely click that link below for my VIP Zen Flow session. If you've got something that has been rolling around in your mind and you want to create and get it on paper and really talk about a plan to monetize that, for sure, click the link for my Zen Flow session. It is one day, one activation, huge, massive breakthroughs in a very short period of time. Remember that you were not created to consume life. You were created to create life. and the 7-year-old inside of you that is wanting and waiting to play is just tugging on your sleeve to come to life, to sing out loud, to dance, to create, to live in joy. Remember, you are never, ever, ever behind. You are always being invited. That is how the universe works. That is how God's mind works. It is just this beautiful, big, expansive, creative journey. And if this video resonated with you, I would love for you to hit subscribe, hit like, definitely comment, and share this with someone who you think it might really benefit them as well. I want to grow this channel and get this message out there, and I will see you all soon. Have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you catch this video. Click those links, and I will see you all next time. Namaste.